Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Beyond Times Square webinar today. And we're here today to explore the magic of New York City's holiday season. So let's start by enjoying the magic of New York City's holiday season with this really neat video. We hope you enjoy it.
Join us this year on Thanksgiving Day as we head to Del Frisco's to eat, drink, and play. Luxury travel, that's what we do. In the heart of New York City, we'll make your dreams come true. The Thanksgiving parade will be in full swing, but you'll escape the crowds and hear Broadway stars sing. There'll be excellent views both outside and in, along with a balloon artist and face painter for the children. You'll dine on a hot breakfast and buffet brunch all morning long, while a DJ keeps it festive inside thanks to tunes he brought along. With unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys galore, your Thanksgiving day will start off with a luxurious roll. So this year treat yourself and your family or friends to a once-in-a-lifetime event where the memories never end. Contact our experienced designers today and join us at Del Frisco's on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, well, we hope you all enjoyed that. It was certainly got me in the mood, and I'll have to say, Carole, that you had me at unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys galore. So with that, I just want to once again welcome everybody to our Beyond Times Square webinar and introduce you to Carole Peck, who's here to help us explore the magic of New York City's holiday season. So Carole, take it away.
Oh, thank you so much, Lee, and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. As Lee said, I'm Carole Peck. I'm the content manager here at Beyond Times Square, also known as BTSQ. I'm thrilled to have you with me as we explore the magic of New York City's holiday season and the exceptional experiences that we offer. So whether you're a seasoned BTSQ travel advisor partner or you're new to our travel advisor community, we're here to provide you with all the details that you need to create unforgettable holiday experiences for your clients. Now, in today's webinar, we're going to cover our exclusive holiday events. We're going to highlight our unique holiday themed travel experiences, and we're also going to show you how to work with BTSQ through our brand new travel advisor portal. So as usual, we have a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So the holiday season in New York City is truly unlike any other. From the dazzling lights to the festive atmosphere, the city just transforms into this amazing winter wonderland. And at BTSQ, we pride ourselves on curating exclusive holiday events that offer luxury, they offer comfort and unforgettable memories. And today we're going to introduce you to some of our premier events, and these are designed to immerse your clients in the enchantment of the season. Now, imagine your client strolling through Fifth Avenue. I'm sorry, not strolling. They'll be riding through Fifth Avenue on a horse-drawn carriage under the magnificent holiday lights, or sipping champagne while watching the Times Square ball drop on New Year's Eve. These are the moments that create lifelong memories, right? Now, typically, experiencing New York City's holiday events such as the Thanksgiving Day Parade or the tree lighting ceremony or the New Year's Eve ball drop means joining a large crowd, standing in the cold for hours, everything that goes along with a big event in a large city. But with BTSQ's exclusive events, we help your clients experience these quintessential NYC moments in style. So that means no more braving the elements or struggling to see overheads. Instead, they're going to enjoy the festivities from prime locations with all the luxuries and comforts they deserve. And of course, that includes restrooms, because if you're familiar with New York City, you know that public restrooms are few and far in between. So let's start off with our Thanksgiving parade viewing party at Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse. This one is one of our most sought after events. We're in our fourth year now, and we're coming back for our fourth year. And of course, it's going to take place on Thanksgiving Day from actually the morning from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. This is an event that offers your clients excellent indoor and outdoor views of the parade. Of course, indoors will be from the comfort of the beautiful Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse. Guests, when they're inside, they're going to enjoy this private table for their party. Everybody gets their own table for their family and friends. They get the hot breakfast and buffet brunch featuring fresh fruits, assorted pastries, and beverages, including, as Lee had mentioned, the unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys, which is my favorite as well. To top it all off, we also offer a live DJ. There's performances by Broadway actors. And this is a super friendly, family-friendly event. So, of course, we have plenty of entertainment for the kids, including a balloon maker, a face painter, a caricaturist, everything that you saw in that video, right? So the event was designed to be worry and stress-free, which, most holidays, at least in my home, are not stress-free at all. So I love this because it actually lets your clients escape the crowds, escape that stress and worry, and just totally immerse themselves in the holiday spirit. So those private tables, they ensure an intimate experience. Then the live entertainment is going to keep everyone engaged. I like to always mention that the parade actually starts on Central Park West, which is about 25 minutes from where our venue sits. Our venue is like catty corner from Rockefeller Center and Radio City Music Hall. So while you're waiting for the parade to come, it starts at 9. So there's a good between 8 and 9 is when everybody's getting breakfast. The figure probably is not going to be passing by till about 9:25 or so. We like to keep everybody entertained, right? So they've got the Broadway performers, as we said, that they have a DJ that goes all morning, and then of course all the things for the kids, and then there's so much more. There's this atmosphere, the way that it's decorated. We've got pretty much, we have lots of course, Thanksgiving and fall theme, but we also have some Christmas scattered throughout. So really making the holiday, it's like a perfect start to the holiday season, right? And I have to tell you this story because we get so many great stories from our clients. And last year we had this family of 4. It was a grandfather, his daughter, his son-in-law, and his grandson. So it was like multi-generational, right? And they had always wanted to experience the parade in person, but they really, the thought of braving the cold and the crowds and, the fact that you have to get there super early to get a spot. You can't leave or you're going to lose that spot. It was just a deterrent for them, right? So they decided to go to our event, and basically they said it just changed everything for them. I mean, the grandson was thrilled. He got to get his face painted. He got to watch the balloon maker create his favorite characters, not to mention the balloons outside, right? The giant Macy's parade balloons that go by. But, while the grandson was busy doing all that, the adults were enjoying the performances and of course the unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys. And they told us it was the best Thanksgiving they ever had, and they're going to come back again and bring other family members because they wanted to experience them. And like I said, this is just one of the many heartwarming stories that we've received over the years. So if you have clients that are interested, secure their spot now before we sell out, and we will sell out. We do every year. And this year we are actually selling quicker than we did last year. So it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. And you just, you want to help them to make these unforgettable Thanksgiving memories that they're going to cherish for years to come. So, I would reach out to anybody who's expressed interest. The other thing I like to tell everybody about is that while your clients can purchase the brunch as a standalone on its own, we offer the holiday packages to go along with it. So we have both 4-night, 3-day Thanksgiving packages to go along with it. And it's a really great way to start the holiday season off, right? We offer 2 iconic hotels. They can either do the Marriott Marquis or the Lotte New York Palace. So let me give you a little idea of the difference between these. The Marriott Marquis, that one's going to be centrally located right in Times Square. It's by Rockefeller Center, by Fifth Avenue Shopping, and so much more. It's got a 48-story atrium lobby. It's got New York's only revolving restaurant, The View. It's a spectacular hotel. It's got spacious rooms, and it is right. Like when you walk outside, you are right in the hustle and bustle of Times Square. And then it's just a 5-minute walk to the brunch venue as well. So it's very convenient to that. Then on the flip side, we have the breathtaking Lotte New York Palace. This is a luxurious, it's historic landmark hotel. This one's a little bit out of that hustle and bustle, which I personally like. It's near Rockefeller Center and St. Patrick's Cathedral, so it's still centrally located. It's actually on Madison Avenue, so that if you're familiar at all with New York City, you know that's out of that hustle and bustle of Times Square. Yet it's close to, to New York City's most sought after sites. And it's just a 10-minute walk to Del Frisco's, to the venue. So both are within walking distance. Both are fabulous properties. It just depends on where your clients want to be situated. So apart from the hotel, they also will get, with this 3-day Thanksgiving experience, a balloon inflation tour, which is a must-see, and that's where our guides take them up to Central Park West, right next to the Museum of Natural History, where they actually are blowing up the balloons for the parade. You guys, if you haven't ever seen this before, it is so cool. You get to walk through, you get to talk to the handlers, you'll hear some great stories, you'll see all your favorite characters, go from flat on the ground to so much larger than life. It's a must see. Also included in this package is a Broadway show of your client's choice, and of course, they have many choices on Broadway. You'll also get a Holiday Lights tour, and of course, the Christmas Spectacular starring those world famous Radio City Rockettes, because you cannot go to New York over the holidays and not see the Rockettes. And then, of course, they're going to have the exclusive Thanksgiving Day viewing brunch. And of course, with all of our multi-day packages, they're going to get round trip private airport to hotel and back transfers, and that's going to be in a luxury vehicle. Luxury vehicle, think anywhere from a sedan up to a limo, depending on the party size or on what type of vehicle they actually want. And then they're also going to get their private tour guide, all admission fees, all transportation for the tours. Basically, we're ensuring a seamless and unforgettable holiday experience for them. So if they're going in for the brunch and they need accommodations, they're going to be doing all these other things. Why not, book everything, make it seamless for them, and more important, maybe make it seamless for you, right? So you don't have to be piecing stuff together. Our experienced designers will gladly do that for you. And then, of course, you're going to get commission on the whole thing. Okay, enough about Thanksgiving. Let's move on to New Year's Eve. And next up, we have our New Year's Eve Gala at M Social Hotel. This is a live ball drop party, and it's one of those really opulent experiences. It's like you feel like you're indulging big time with this one. Of course, it takes place on New Year's Eve. This event runs from 8 at night till 1 in the morning. And basically, your clients are going to get the chance to ring in the new year with panoramic views of the Times Square ball drop. Fabulous, fabulous views. And they're also inside is going to be gourmet dining, unlimited champagne, because of course champagne is the official drink of New Year's as far as I'm concerned. And they're also going to get some top tier entertainment. Now, the venue that we hosted in is called the Beast and Butterflies Bar and Lounge, and that is at the M Social Hotel. And what's cool about it is they have both indoor and outdoor spaces. So the party takes place indoor, of course. It's December in New York. It's probably going to be cold. But outside, they have a outside area, I can't think of the word, sorry, that goes around that actually is open air. There will be heaters out there, but they can go out there and just feel that, like, the excitement of the crowd below. So they're basically looking down at the crowds and crowds of people that are lining the streets. It's such, I've done it before, and it is just such an amazing feeling to be there and to know that you're upstairs, counting down the new year with a glass of champagne in hand, in a climate controlled environment with restrooms, surrounded by all those dazzling lights of Times Square. So here's what they can expect with this one. So they're going to get past hors d'oeuvres and a selection of chef curated picks. So plenty of picky foods for them to dine on. They get a premium open bar with, of course, I said unlimited champagne because it is New Year's. And as far as the entertainment, there's live music. There's a DJ spinning tunes. We have performances by entertainers like acrobats and aerialists. It's really cool. And then, of course, they have a guaranteed view of the ball drop, either indoor or outdoor, depending on where they want to stand for it. Really is an unparalleled New Year's Eve experience. And your guests can also, they have the option of opting for either VIP tables or prime VIP ball drop view tables. So they're like, their table is actually facing the ball. So that would make it even more exclusive. And yes, I do have another anecdote to relate to you. So last year we had one of our guests was a girl celebrating her 50th birthday. and she brought a group of her closest friends to celebrate with her, which I love that idea. She'd always wanted to see the ball drop in Times Square, but of course did not want to do that whole thing, waiting in the crowd in the cold, not being able to leave, for hours and hours if you wanted to keep your good spot. So this event was perfect, she felt. So, and it was for them. They loved the gourmet dining. They were dancing all night. They said the acrobats were just such an amazing added touch. And they actually were, some of our clients that actually went out onto the outdoor, that terrace, that's the word I was trying to think of before, you guys, terrace, sorry about that. They went out on the outdoor terrace to watch the ball drop. And she said it was really the most magical birthday she ever had. And she definitely wanted to come back and experience it again. And, like I said, I've participated in our New Year's Eve galas in the past, and there's just no better way to check off seeing the ball drop as your bucket list item than to do it at one of these types of parties. And for years, I always said that. I always wanted to go into New York City for New Year's. Everybody said I was crazy. I'm like, no, when I do it, I'm going to a gala above the crowds. And, luckily I ended up working for a company that does just that. So highly, highly recommend. Okay. Let's go on to our next event. Another highlight of the season, of course, is when they light the Christmas tree, that iconic tree at Rockefeller Center. And we have a Christmas tree lighting party that for your clients, which is a truly magical event. So the tree lighting, if you're not familiar, always happens the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. So that means it's the December 4th this year. And this is a 4-hour event from 6 to 10. Basically, your clients are going to be on the 3rd floor of 45 Rockefeller Center, which overlooks the tree. They're going to have indoor views of that tree. And there's only 130 tickets available for this one. So it's more intimate and a luxurious atmosphere. So, just imagine your clients sipping on premium cocktails, watching that ginormous, oh, so beautiful tree light up, and surrounded by festive cheer, because of course there's going to be entertainment. So what can they expect? First, they're going to have a gourmet dinner buffet, and that's going to include like filet mignon, a carving station, and of course a decadent dessert buffet. The free-flowing drinks, of course, are going to include premium cocktails and champagne, and of course there's always non-alcoholic options. The entertainment is live, and it's a jazz band along with a DJ on, when the band takes breaks. There's also going to be vocalists and dancers throughout the night. And then of course the 8-foot glass windows of the venue, that's what's going to provide the breathtaking view of the Christmas tree that they're going to be able to see out of. So it's all inside this event. And it's really perfect for those looking to celebrate the season in style and luxury, and perhaps like a special occasion. And yes, I have a real life example. Surprised? No, I'm sure you're not by now. So last year we had a couple that attended. They were celebrating their anniversary. Always wanted to see the Rockefeller Christmas tree in person. They had never seen the tree, let alone been there for the lighting, right? So it's always been on my bucket list. I've seen the tree dozens of times, but I've always wanted to be there for the lighting. So they decided that they were going to take this event and make it their celebration, their anniversary celebration. And it exceeded their expectations, and the jazz band even did a rendition of their wedding song for them. So it basically, they wrote and said it was the most romantic anniversary they ever celebrated, and they want to come back for more of our experiences. And it's not uncommon for people who've experienced one of our once in a lifetime events to come back year after year, or to inquire about other events. So people that have done the tree lighting now this year are like, hey, let's do the New Year's Eve, or they've done Thanksgiving, let's do the tree lighting. So we have a lot of repeat clients from that way, and that's a great, it's a great selling point for your clients as well. If they enjoy one of our events, they're going to enjoy all of them. Okay, let's move on. So this year we've also added a second New Year's Eve party, and this one's for families. Yes, you guys asked, we answered. This is a family-friendly event that will be held at a venue in Rockefeller Center, and it's going to be located just steps away from that Rockefeller Center Christmas tree again. So they're going to have great views of the tree. This one's going to have the premium open bar. It's going to have a live DJ, a dinner buffet. It's really just going to be a fun and festive way to celebrate the new year as a family. So you can just picture your clients and their children enjoying the night as they ring in the new year together. And, really, that's what makes this event so unique, the fact that it is the perfect setting for families, because there are so many high-end New Year's Eve parties in New York City, including ours at the M Social, and a lot of them just don't cater to families with children. And every year we have clients coming to us that want to bring the kids to this iconic experience, but they always face age age restrictions. And this event is just perfect for those clients of yours because it allows a family to enjoy the excitement of New Year's Eve together in a luxurious and comfortable setting. So what can they expect at this? Basically, they're going to get a private professional photo shoot in front of that Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, which is just such a great addition to this, to the whole evening. Then of course, they're going to have specialty cocktails. They're going to have the past hors d'oeuvres. There's a live band. There's a DJ entertainment to keep the party going. Then there's a gourmet dinner with carving stations and a dessert bar. And of course, the evening's going to culminate with a champagne toast for the adults, as the guests celebrate the New Year's. And the backdrop is going to be the beautiful Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And your clients are also going to have their choice of general admission or private table just for them. The only thing I do like to mention about this is if you're familiar with New York City, of course, you know that the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is not within a viewing of the ball drop itself. So this one does not have a view of the ball drop. Of course, there's going to be live feed throughout the night on the televisions throughout the venue, but the backdrop of this is actually just it's a fabulous, iconic Christmas tree. There is no straight on ball view from this venue as there is at the M Social. Okay, let's move on. Holiday Cabaret Brunch at LeRock. This event is part of what we call the Rocking Rockefeller Holiday Weekend Experience that's available on Wednesdays. I'm sorry, not on Wednesdays, on weekdays, December 8th through December 28th. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that entire weekend experience within the next couple of slides. But this is just focusing in on the brunch. So this is a brunch where your guests are going to not only have a delicious brunch, but they're going to have live performances from Broadway stars. And again, the Rockefeller Center tree is going to be the backdrop. So basically, they're going to be singing New York themed holiday songs. Yes, real Broadway stars, real Broadway actors. It's just one of those joyful experiences great way to kick off the holiday. And, it's going to just fill the day with cheer, once you leave there. I mean, it just gives you such a nice warm feeling inside. And again, I have a story. I know you're surprised, but we had a family last year that actually attended this as a part of their holiday weekend getaway. They did our Rocking Rockefeller. This is hard to say, guys. Sorry. Maybe I should just give up. Rocking Rockefeller Holiday Weekend. They did the whole experience. So this was part of it. And they were so excited because the Broadway stars, their son got to meet the performers after the show, and he has aspiring Broadway dreams of his own. So it was so special for him. The family was just raving. It was a highlight of their trip. They felt like they were living in a holiday movie, and and they definitely want to come back and experience either this or another one of our events this year, which of course we love to hear. Okay, moving on, holiday themed multi-day experience and enhancement. So if you're not familiar, there's kind of three different products that we sell here, or three different experiences that we sell here at BTSQ. We have what we call our multi-day experiences, which are pretty much exactly what it sounds like. They're going to span over the course of a few days. We have what we call our experience enhancements, and these are add-ons that you can add to any of our multi-day experiences. And in most cases, you can also do them as standalone. And then we have what we call our once in a lifetime events, which is all the events that I just went over with you. Okay. So I want to start with our New York City Christmas Magic multi-day holiday experience. Nope, maybe not. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm going to start with they're trying to kill me with these slides here. Rocking Rockefeller. We're going to start with that one, okay? So this is the one that I alluded to, of course, with the Cabaret Brunch, but it also has VIP access to Rockefeller Center's ice skating rink. So imagine your clients skating under that beautiful tree. They're going to get a private walking tour of Holiday's Manhattan lights, and that includes those over-the-top window displays that everybody loves. Of course, the Holiday Cabaret Brunch that I just spoke about, and tickets to the Christmas Spectacular, because that is just one tradition that you must experience while you're in the city for the holidays. Now, like with all of our multi-day experiences, it includes your clients being met at the airport by a friendly driver with a sign with their name on it in a private luxury vehicle, and also luxury accommodations of their choice. And this is one of my favorite weekend experiences because it really is like a blend of everything iconic, right, in New York City throughout the holiday season. It kind of hits on everything that you would want to do. So highly recommend this one. Now we're going to move on to our Christmas Magic multi-day holiday experience. So this one is available from late November through early January. This one's going to include a horse-drawn carriage ride, where they're going to be going through the city or they can go through the city streets or through Central Park. Either one is a fabulous views, of course. It also includes our festive Cocoa and Caroling cruise, and that is a really cool cruise, all dolled up for Christmas, complete with cookies, Christmas carols. They're going to get visits to New York City's vibrant holiday markets, which is another must-do when you're in the city. And then this one also includes our super popular exclusive Home Alone 2 tour, and this also will have skating under the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center and the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall. Wait, there's more. And gosh, I feel like a game show host when I say that. So they're also going to get dinner reservations to a restaurant of their choice. I like to always mention we do not include the cost of meals in our experiences unless noted, but we will always include recommendations and reservations. So they're going to get dinner reservations for them. We'll make them for them, and premium seats to a Broadway show of their choice. And of course, with all of our experiences, I'm not sure I've even mentioned this yet. I usually mention it and keep mentioning it throughout my presentations, but everything is customizable. All of our experiences, whether they be the multi-day or just our enhancement experiences, they're customizable so that they can create experiences that speak to your client's particular interests and passions. And that is a huge selling point for a lot of folks. All right, let's move on to our holiday themed enhancements. Again, these are what we call our add-ons or our standalones, however you want to refer to them. We're going to start with that Home Alone 2 that I briefly mentioned. So this one available mid-November through the end of December. This is a 5-hour private tour, and basically it lets your clients step into the shoes of Kevin McAllister and relive the magic of the movie Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, except your clients aren't going to be running from bungling burglars. Instead, that they're going to be picked up in a luxury vehicle, complete with their own private guide, who's going to take them to visit the iconic locations that were featured in the movie. Think like the Plaza Hotel, FAO Schwartz, which was actually Duncan's toy chest in the movie, Central Park, where he met the pigeon lady, of course, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I feel like I'm getting some kind of kickback from the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree because I keep mentioning it so much. But then it also ends, this one is great because I love it because it ends with a visit to an observation deck of your client's choice. So they're basically going to be taking in the city all dressed up in its holiday best from high above. I love that. And then next, we have the Manhattan Holiday Light Private Tour. That's available from after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. And that's a 4-hour private tour, and it's going to showcase the city's holiday splendor, but without the crowds because your clients are taking it all in via a luxury vehicle with an expert guide. So they're going to drive by those famous over-the-top window displays, as well as iconic sites such as the world's largest menorah. What else? Of course, I have to say it again, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And then one of our favorites here is the amazing Saks Fifth Avenue Light and Music Show. So Saks doesn't just decorate their windows. They decorate the entire building, and it's all decked out in flashing lights to a music set. So that is always a must-see when you're in the city. Now, we also offer another Holiday Lights Tour. This one is in Brooklyn, and it is called the Crazy Christmas Lights of Brooklyn Private Tour. Now, on this one, your clients are going to head to Diker Heights in, you guessed it, a private luxury vehicle with an expert guide who's going to provide insights and behind-the-scenes stories about the displays. And if you're not familiar, Diker Heights is a Brooklyn neighborhood that is famously known for its over-the-top dazzling lights, wild decorations. I mean, it's like Christmas on steroids, you guys. It's an absolute must-see if you're in New York City for the holidays. And this one is also going to be available after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. All right, now there's more. Continuing with our enhancement experiences, we have the VIP Holiday Train Show experience. That one takes place at the New York Botanical Garden and also available from mid-November. This one actually goes through mid-January. This one goes a little bit longer. It's going to have transportation for your clients to and from the botanical gardens in a private luxury vehicle, of course. And then once they get there, they're going to hop in a private golf cart and get their own VIP tour of this train show. And the train show is model trains weaving around about 175 iconic New York City landmarks, miniature landmarks, all crafted from natural materials. So think like acorns, pine cones, and the like. Both kids and adults love this one. You do not have to be a train fanatic. Our train fanatics love it, our train enthusiasts, but you do not have to be. It's something to see for everyone. Next up, you'll see a holiday trifecta New York City experience, also available Thanksgiving through January. This one's going to have ice skating at Central Park's Woolman Rink. And if you're not familiar with that, that's going to give them fabulous skyline views as they glide around the rink. It's, right in the center of Central Park. They're also going to get that cozy carriage ride, and they can take it down Fifth Avenue or through Central Park. And then they get to pick their guided tour of one of our Holiday Lights tours. So they can either do Manhattan or Brooklyn. They get to choose. It's just really the trifecta. I love this. It's really a unique way to experience the holidays in New York City. And again, completely customizable. If they want to add experiences or swap out experiences, pretty much the sky's the limit with us. And finally, on the screen, we have our Festive Delights Cocoa Caroling Cruise and Holiday Market. So I kind of touched on this because it's part of one of our multi-day, but it's basically is a 6-hour experience. They can do it on their own if they don't want to do the multi-day. It's going to be that holiday themed cruise that we talked about with the cocoa and cookies and caroling, and then the visits to those holiday markets. And you can find the most unique treasures. Perfect place to shop for those hard to buy for people or the person that has everything. They just have so many great treasures throughout. And this one, of course, will also include the private guide and the luxury vehicle throughout the tour, ensuring a comfortable adventure. So they, also have a place to put their bags, their packages in after they're done shopping, so they don't have to worry about carrying those around. And then last, but certainly not least, is our Winter Wonderland Holiday Experience, which I actually do not see on this slide, but that's okay. I will tell you about it. It's available late November through early January, of course. It's 5 hours. It's got everyone's favorite holiday tradition, tickets to the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall. They can do, again, their choice of the private Holiday Lights tour, either Brooklyn or Manhattan. And this one also includes ice skating at Rockefeller's famed rink, where they're going to be under, say it with me, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And of course, they're also going to get to see more of the city, like the Bryant Park Winter Village, which is one of those festive markets, but there's more. There's actually an ice skating rink there as well. Macy's iconic window displays and anything else that you can think of as far as walking down Fifth Avenue and seeing all the windows decorated and all the huge Christmas trees, in addition to the one that I shall not name again. Okay, and again, as with all of our experiences, I just have to say it one more time, completely customizable to suit your client's specific interests and passions. And our experienced designers, they are so hands-on with this. They will get you on the phone and try to get your thoughts about what your clients have done in the past, what they are hoping to accomplish with this trip, what they like, what they don't like, so that they can make it as personalized as possible. So speaking about my experienced designers, now let's talk about how you can work with them at BTSQ. So our new travel advisor portal is designed to make it easy for you to offer all these exceptional experiences that I mentioned today, and so much more to your clients. And this is brand new. We just launched this portal, oh gosh, I would say probably the beginning of June. So I know it's almost the end of July, but to me it seems like it was just yesterday, but we're so excited about it. So by joining this portal, you're going to have exclusive access to the resources and support that you'll need to help you elevate your offerings. You're going to enjoy exclusive access to our online experience catalog. And basically, that is a list of every multi-day experience, once in a lifetime event, and enhancement experience that we offer. So you have all that at your fingertips. There's going to be downloadable marketing brochures in there, images, our Beyond Times Square product training sessions, which I do monthly, which is basically a one and done. It's just a huge overview of everything we offer, priority access to our experienced designers, and more. And it is a work in progress. So even though there's a lot now, there's a lot more to come. So make sure you register today to become a part of this. Then you can elevate your business with us. And of course, everything is commissionable. So, it's great to be a part of that. All you need to do is enter your IATA number to qualify for that. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you're as excited about these holiday events and experiences as I am, as we are here as a team. again, I can't stress enough, get your clients booked today for the best availability. And let's make this holiday season unforgettable for your clients together. Thank you.
Well, Carole, thank you. That was terrific. And I for one am excited, and I'm looking at the questions here, and it seems that our advisors are as well. You mentioned that it's important to book early, and there was a question about, how far in advance these packages usually sell out.
So there's a difference between the packages and the once in a lifetime events. So I'm probably going to assume you mean the once in a lifetime events, because packages are all, they don't tend necessarily to, I mean, there's not a specific number of packages that will sell for each, time frame. So the once in a lifetime events, you can you can get on our list for each event the day after the event's over. So for instance, Thanksgiving this year, we will, if we haven't, actually come up with signed the contract yet or got it on our website for, and aren't advertising it, all you need to do is contact your experience designer and say, get me on the list, contact me as soon as pricing is available. And that goes for all of our once in a lifetime events. The multi-day experiences or packages, again, they are not set dates or days. So that there's really no, again, I mean, they can as far in advance as they want, they can start planning it. There's really no particular time frame for that.
Okay. Where would we go to find the prices for the Del Frisco viewing party?
Del Frisco right now, actually, you're going to find it in the travel advisor portal. You can find it in the just on the website. There's actually a special events tab that you can drop down and you'll see it there. I can tell you right now, unless they raised it on me within the last week, which I don't believe they have, it starts at $16.99 per guest. And that's for the general admission. That's just for the brunch, but for, everything that I said that is included there, the entertainment, the food, the drink, and that does include taxes and fees.
Okay, good. We had a question here about whether, well, it says resort fees, whether resort fees are included, but I guess this is for your packages.
That would be, yeah, that would be based on the hotel. And we do have some contracts where all the taxes, fees, and resort fees, or the taxes and resort fees are included. And not only that, but you guys get commission on that as well, because it's included in the entire rate. So there's no surprises for your clients. That varies by hotel. Like I said, so we have some hotels that will do that for us. That would be something that you would discuss with your experienced designer, once they decided on the hotel that they wanted.
And do you offer any children's pricing?
We do not. I'm going to assume that that's probably regarding the events, the once in a lifetime events. So that is, we do not offer child pricing. That is one price fits all. Let's put it that way.
Got it. Okay. And is the New York Gala, is that a black tie event?
Oh, the New Year's Eve Gala? Yes, it is. Well, it's black tie optional, but it's, everybody gets dressed to the nines for it. So definitely cocktail dresses and suits, but yes, black tie. We've seen tuxedos and gowns as well. But we believe it's advertised as black tie optional.
Yeah. Okay. So we have someone asking if you can just speak to the concerns that clients might have about homeless issues and crime in New York City. Is that something that you have to talk about much every day with people?
My experienced designers do get questions about that, and I've had questions about it. And I think that's one of the advantages of going with a luxury tour operator such as ourselves, because we have the private guides that are going to be with your clients that know, where to guide your clients through, when they're heading out on their tours, which ways to take them. They're doing a walking tour. Same thing with our drivers. Our drivers are they're fabulous at getting our clients around safely. So we have never had any issues. And that's because, our clients always have pretty much somebody with them when they're doing one of our excursions, or when they're even coming to and from the airport, coming into town, leaving town. So yeah, of course it comes up, but it's funny because I live in a small town in Pennsylvania. I was born and raised here, and we have a public square downtown, and I literally feel safer Times Square, New York City at midnight than I do on my public square downtown because of crime down here. But I don't think we have never had any issues, and I have all the confidence in our guides and our drivers to take care of our clients. And that's they're an extension of our hospitality, and they get trained by us as well, and they're well vetted by us, and that's one of the things we're most proud of, that the hospitality aspect of it doesn't end with our experienced designers. Once your clients are in the destination, they're well taken care of by our colleagues there as well.
Great. Okay, thank you. So we had several people asking about promotional materials available to promote holiday travel. Do you have any brochures, videos, images, anything like that?
That can be found in the portal. And if there is something in the portal, if you don't find what you're looking for in the portal, because as I said, we have a lot of stuff that's been uploaded. We have a lot of stuff that we're still getting to upload. Just reach out to our experienced designers and they will be able to get you what you need.
Excellent. Okay, this is my last question for you. Do you ever offer FAMs or travel agent rates?
Yes, in fact, we do have travel advisor rates, and you would simply, again, have to reach out to my experienced designers, and they can send you, I believe it's just a one-sheet pamphlet with all of the details on that. So they'd be happy to help with helping you get that together as well.
Very good. Well, thank you, Carole. This has been a lot of fun. I am going to turn it back to you for final thoughts before we say goodbye.
Okay, well, thank you, Lee, and thank you so much again for joining us today and for all the great questions. I love the participation. Sometimes I just, it's hard to gauge what's going on when you can only hear yourself talk, right? But so as you can tell, New York City during the holidays is just pure magic, and our BTSQ events really make it unforgettable. From the Thanksgiving Day parade right through to the New Year's Eve gala, and and everything going on at Rockefeller Center, we have it all. So don't forget to register on our travel advisor portal for those exclusive resources and support that we talked again. And if there's anything that you can't find, reach out to my experienced designers, and they will probably come to me in marketing and say, hey, we need this. So I'll probably be helping you in the long run, right? But again, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and your week.
All right, and my thanks as well. And I will work on that replay and the follow-up email and get that out to all of you within the next few days. So with that, we'd like to wish you all a great day, and we'll now conclude our webinar. Goodbye, everybody.